yes, I'm in marketing, but
you do work in marketing.
But what's so crazy is everyone thinks like I'm this marketing genius, which is highly entertaining. I literally don't. I've done marketing my whole career, promotional and e-commerce, but.
This video is made possible by the generous support of TrueLove.com members. If you like this content and would like to show your support, visit TrueLove.com/membership to become a member, where you'll be able to access additional content, interact with other members through the TrueLove.com app. You are free to cancel anytime. We are back with part 3 of the Tiffany Gomas interview on PMT. Many of you have already left some really insightful comments. I look forward to hearing a lot more.
Yeah, and then you posted the apology video, which I think was really well done.
Mm-hmm. There's not much to say about the apology video other than it did not answer the questions that many of us had.
And then
it was confusing to a lot of people.
It's confusing because we want to know what you saw. That was the whole thing.
But you didn't see anything.
Because you know what? Deep down inside me, I thought you saw something cool.
Not just what did she see, but what happened? Why did she think the plane was going to blow up? She didn't answer any questions at all.
Yeah,
I wish I did. I really did. I mean, who knows? I wish I did.
Yeah.
No, I had multiple people like telling me what I should and shouldn't do.
I think she's referring to before she made the video, she had several people advising her, possibly a lawyer. She had mentioned at some point that she was talking to a lawyer. So, that's fine. It's to be expected. But this is also relevant for later.
You have voices coming at every angle. And it's like, you got to like clear the noise, which I tried. And it was like, okay, who am I? Who am I? What do I really want? I want to disappear.
Yeah.
This is probably the most genuine that I've seen her throughout the entire interview, because in this moment, she's a little bit vulnerable and she's saying, who am I and what do I want? I have all these people telling me what to do, but what do I want? What do I want to do? And her response is, I just want to disappear. She's having a moment of vulnerability. She's saying, I was scared. I was embarrassed. I just wanted to hide. I didn't want to deal with this. And I just wanted it all to go away, that sort of feeling. And I've been hard on her because of the inconsistencies and outright deception. But if I was to look at this as this is a genuine person who is telling the truth in all aspects, and she's just very bad at articulating and clarifying things and giving her the benefit of the doubt, it's possible you could say that, initially she was terrified and didn't want to deal with it and hid out for a while and then reconsidered her position once she realized that the media wasn't going to go away, once she realized that the memes weren't going to go away, that the attention wasn't going to go away. So she had a few options and she chose to embrace it this way rather than live the quiet life. But also, her life has not changed for the worse, it's changed for the better. The impression she's trying to give is, I'm above all of this, I'm just going to make fun of it, I'm trying to move on, I'm trying to embrace it, I'm trying to own it. But it's all superficial, and it's all to do with her image, it's all to do with the embarrassing moment, and it's not truly taking accountability for the disturbance that she caused.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried. And then the Travis Chapman painting came out of all the not reals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it's like, cool, it goes viral again.
Yeah.
Then it chills for a little bit. Then my name gets released. It goes viral again.
So here she's painting the picture that she didn't want all this attention, but it just kept coming and coming and coming. And she realized that it wasn't going to go away. So now what is she going to do? She thought that probably after a month, it would just all die down and she could just go about her regular life. But that's not the case. Now everybody's making a big deal out of it. This doesn't happen organically. If you're a normal everyday person going about your business and you happen to have a moment on an airplane, it does not go viral like that without help. So they want to draw attention to it for a reason.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone thinks like, oh my God, I'm seeing this girl. Like I didn't want that.
Right.
At all.
It just got pushed on you.
No, I did not want that.
On one hand, she says that she didn't want the attention, and yet here, on the other hand, she is now seeking the attention. So from her perspective, she is saying the media has been reaching out to her, which is possible and likely. If you're a quiet person, not accustomed to being in the limelight, and you really don't want the attention, then I can see being reluctant to speak to anybody. But then to move into doing what she's doing, which is making the rounds on all these media outlets, it's highly contradictory to, I just want to hide out and lay low. Part of this could be down to delusional thinking, in the sense that she could be telling herself that that's what she was doing and telling herself she didn't want the attention.
Talking about it also helps, where it's
And
like if
laugh
you're
about
trying to conceal something, then people search harder. But if
And
you're
I
just like, this is
wasn't-
what happened.
Yeah.
I wasn't
good point,
trying to
Hank.
conceal anything per se, but like I'm not an athlete. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not any of those things. So like, I didn't know I needed to make a statement. I didn't know I needed to do these things. Like,
One thing we have to sort of bear in mind here is that our perspective is not her perspective. We're looking at it from this distanced perspective without understanding what's going through her mind as she's in it in the moment. We're looking at it from a perspective of hindsight. So when she's talking now about how she went through all of this stuff back then, we weren't privy to it, but we're looking at the results of her behavior now in hindsight and saying it doesn't add up. People are not always consistent in their behavior. People change their minds. They learn as they go. If you're in a position like this, one that you've never been in before, and you're not sure how to handle it, chances are you're probably going to be all over the place. I'm trying to give her a little bit more grace and understanding and compassion here, just to see if this perspective of she's lying and nothing she says is true is accurate. So that is a possibility. However, on the flip side, this interviewer who's sitting on the sofa with her says that a lot of this could have been avoided if you talk about it and not try to hide it. And she says, I wasn't trying to hide it, even though she said she was trying to dodge it. So dodging is hiding. I think what she's trying to say is there wasn't anything to hide because I didn't see anything. Now, also, if she had come out to talk about it early, it probably would not have snowballed into what it is now. And she admits that she was reading the comments, asking, what did you see? What did you see? Even when she posted her apology video, everybody was like, yeah, we don't care about that. What did you see? What happened? She knew that this was what people wanted to know, and yet she refused to tell. And now she's telling it, and she's sort of giving it from the perspective of, I can't really say. Same with TMZ. I can't really say. Either you didn't see anything or you can't really say. So I don't really understand how you can now be coming out and talking about it, but saying you didn't see anything and then saying, I can't discuss what I was fighting over because that's involved in some sort of ongoing legal issue, but I'm not hiding anything. Like, there's clearly this, whatever it is that she fought with this guy about or isn't allowed to say is the thing that she's hiding. So she is hiding something. It's all about her perspective. If she doesn't feel like she's hiding something, she just can't tell you because of legal issues. So it's not like she's keeping it from you because she could tell you, but she could tell you, but she doesn't want to. She's keeping it from us because she can't tell us. Kind of delicate differences.
yes, I'm in marketing, but I'm not in crisis management. I'm not in PR. Like, I did what I thought was right. Mm-hmm. And then it got a lot of backlash. Like, I think no matter what I do, it's probably not going to be right.
So she kind of catches herself because she realizes that she's in marketing. So she kind of thinks that people are going to say, yeah, but you know, you're in marketing. You should kind of have some clue that you should have said something. And she is right that marketing is not public relations and it's not crisis management. And she adds that she's not a celebrity or an athlete, which really is irrelevant because she's kind of assuming that you need to be one of those things in order to know this stuff, which you don't. Some of this is kind of common sense, but also marketing does educate you in some of this stuff, especially when her brand is all about her image and she's all about her image. Some of this is kind of an excuse and a distraction. By adding in that she's not a celebrity, it also kind of implies that you need to have like this PR team behind you, which celebrities do, in order to know what to do, because they tell you what to do. With all of these people giving her guidance on what she should and should not do, surely one of them said to her, you need to come clean as soon as possible with XYZ. And that would have at some point been a consideration, and she chose not to. Again, going back to the I wasn't hiding anything, but she kind of was. She says, no matter what I do, it's not going to be right. Not true. As long as you are dodging things, that's not going to be right. If you had come clean up front and said the truth, that would have been right. So I don't know why she thinks that nothing she would have done would have been right. Obviously, she cannot please everyone. And so, yeah, if she came forward and said, I didn't see anything, some people would be disappointed, but that's not the point. The right thing to do would have been to come forward and say, I didn't see anything. Let me clear up the confusion. At least say that in the apology video. Also, she had been posting about her episode on the plane on social media for months. And the only question that was repeatedly asked was, what did you see? What happened on the plane? Why are you not saying anything? Over and over and over. And she refused to answer that question every single day for 4 months. So now she's kind of answering the question, but kind of not. And it clearly shows that she knew exactly what she needed to do in order to make it go away, which was to answer the damn question. So again, that casts shadow on everything she's just said. So then, to distract from the issue, these interviewers ramble on for several minutes about how the one thing she did wrong was to post a photograph of herself on Instagram of her bare feet. Like, how about the one thing she did wrong was screaming on a plane when nothing happened, or not coming clean about it right away? It's like, oh my God. These people, like, this whole interview is so stupid.
You released that photo, were you like 10 minutes later like, shit, everyone's talking about my feet?
I had no clue. And then everyone's like, oh, you're AI. And I was like, what?
At this point, he's still talking about the foot photo, and then she jumps to how everyone was saying she's AI because of it, but that's not why people were saying that she's AI. So, again, kind of making false connections.
Wait, I mean, clearly y'all can tell I'm not.
Yeah.
You're not AI.
Oh, you're real.
You're real.
I'm not a robot.
You
Yeah.
are.
Saying someone is AI does not mean they're saying that she's a robot. A lot of people say this out of ignorance, meaning they don't know what AI is. I don't know how you can't know what that is in today's day and age, but anyway. But when people say that they think she's AI, they're referring to her photos being computer generated through AI. This does not mean that A, she doesn't exist as a real person. It also doesn't mean that she's a robot. It's possible for her images to be AI generated and for her to be a real person. The reason for this would be just to confuse people, because this entire thing has been about confusing people.
I don't need any more people mad at me.
No one's
okay?
going to get mad at you.
Please don't.
Yeah,
People
so
shouldn't be mad at you.
they
This
shouldn't.
is crazy.
Again, it's like
People shouldn't be mad at her, and that's crazy. Again, with the crazy, I think a lot of people do have the right to be mad at her, especially all the people on the plane and the airport, the airline, you know, everybody involved in the incident. They have the right to be mad at her. The general public, they have the right to be mad at her too, but it's not crazy that they be mad at her. It's just a little bit like, why put your energy into being so mad at somebody for an extended period of time, in terms of like, if you are going to her social media and hating on her, that's excessive. I don't think it's crazy though. I mean, they got to stop using the word crazy. It's ridiculous.
Your worst moment, it happened to be caught on film.
You did nothing
and
bad.
then it resonated because you're an
Yeah.
attractive woman and there's a lot of horny weirdos online.
Yeah.
And so we keep going back to it. But
This guy, he is relentless with the horny weirdos online. I don't understand why he perpetuates this idea that the only people interested in her are horny weirdos online. And that the reason that it keeps going viral is because of the horny weirdos online, when she just literally moments before explained that the reason it kept being brought up was because one guy painted all the not reals, and another was because she got doxxed by Daily Mail. Those two examples right there are legitimate reasons for her story to be recycled and brought back up again, and has nothing to do with horny weirdos online. Either this guy is really stupid or he's trying to spin a yarn. Probably both. So here, in the background, while this guy's talking and trying to spell it out for his audience, whom they think are crazy and not real, the guy in the background says, "You didn't do anything bad." If her experience was genuine in the sense that she was truly terrified, she thought that the plane was going to blow up and she was trying to warn people, and all of that was sincere, then yeah, she didn't do anything bad. But that's not what she's telling us. She's telling us that she had a hissy fit on the plane because this guy next to her took her ear pods and she had bad vibes, was in her feels, had to get off, and then threw a temper tantrum on her way out the door and made up all of the other stuff about the plane going down. So to me, to say she didn't do anything bad is misrepresenting what she's telling us, unless they know something they're not telling us, unless they know why she can't say what she needs to say and why she's being silenced. So yeah, like the whole thing, a mind fuck.
this, you do work in marketing. Did that like affect your business life?
Thank God I work for
professionally?
myself.
Okay,
Like,
good.
I saw some, oh, she got fired. Oh, thank you for letting me know I fired myself. That's great.
First thing he says is, you work in marketing. How did this affect your business life? She never answers that question. She dodges that as well. But she says, thank God I work for myself. She doesn't deny working in marketing. Somebody said she got fired. She says, thanks for telling me I got fired and I fired myself. But she never says, I don't actually work in marketing all that much anymore. I now work mostly in real estate investment, and it doesn't really affect my business because I don't really interact much with people or what have you. Totally dodges the question. That would have been very simple and very easy to answer in a very direct fashion. And it takes quite some time before she actually says, I don't actually work in marketing anymore. I don't think she ever worked in marketing. The websites of where she allegedly worked are fake.
You should have fired yourself. That would have been a good PR move.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
We have let
Right?
Tiffany go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Due
She
to
is
the
no longer-
Tiffany Corp,
circumstances
yeah.
that have been brought to our attention, and then you quietly rehire yourself.
Yeah.
If I want to go full conspiracy theory here, perhaps she never answers this question because she does not have a marketing business. She doesn't have a real estate business. She is plainly hired by CIA, and they are shell companies that don't actually exist. And that's why she's dodging all the questions. Not saying that that's the case, just throwing it out there for fun.
But
Yeah.
what's so crazy is everyone thinks like I'm this marketing genius, which is
She does not explain why people think she's a marketing genius. People think she's a marketing genius because people think she's playing us for fools. People think she's milking this for all it's worth. People think that she is taking advantage of it for her own self-serving needs. According to her story, she works in marketing. According to her story, she has a marketing company, and now she's trying to say that she doesn't. You already said at least 2 or 3 times that you work in marketing and you own your own business. So you either work in marketing or you don't.
Highly entertaining, but I actually do real estate investments. Like,
So when he asked her if this had affected her business, and he said, you work in marketing, has this affected your business? And she did not say, I don't actually work in marketing anymore. I work mostly in real estate investment. She didn't say that. She said, I work for myself. This is infuriating. I mean, this is just par for the course. Like, every time she has an opportunity to clear things up, she chooses not to. Instead, she dodges it, makes a joke, diverts attention, talks about something else, and then ultimately comes clean. You know where I've seen this before? I saw this on Love is Blind with Uche. Uche was someone who was very high in narcissistic traits. And then he would say that he values honesty, but he lied perpetually. He would hold back truths and then later bring it up as if, I really got to be honest with you. I haven't told you this, but... And then lay a whammy on somebody that he's been lying to them the entire time. He would act like he was doing you a favor by now telling you the truth that he should have told you up front. This is what she's doing. She's like, yeah, I wasn't hiding anything. I was trying to dodge it though. I was trying to lay low, but then I talked to TMZ. I have my own business and I work in marketing, but I don't actually work in marketing. I am in real estate investment. I know everybody thought I saw something, but it's so cringe. I actually didn't see anything. So it's all good now though, right? Because I came clean. Yeah? Okay, let's just forget about it.
that's like my primary source of income right now.
Okay.
On her website, tiffanygomas.com, it says marketing, real estate investment, and viral personality. She makes it seem like she isn't in marketing at all. At all. And she kind of makes it seem like she hasn't been in it for a while. Later on, she does say, I've been in it my entire career. But what does that mean? Is this a recent development? Did you actually fire yourself? Did you lose all your clients? Is that why you're now in real estate investment? But your primary source of income can be something other than your main focus of attention. So say you have a passive income source and that's your primary source of income. However, you spend most of your time on your marketing business, then you do have a marketing business. This sort of shifting around is just kind of like, oh, you can't pin me down to anything. I'm not a marketing genius. I'm not even in marketing. But I was in marketing for my entire career, however long that was. But I'm not going to tell you how long that was because I don't really want to get into details. And I don't want you to pin me down as a marketing genius because I'm not. I'm not even a genius. I'm really quite stupid. Like, what are you actually trying to say here? I do want to make this point, though. The only reason people are calling her a marketing genius is because of the tactics she's using to draw this out and to get all this attention. It doesn't matter whether she's actually in marketing now or not. That's totally irrelevant. She says that her entire career was in marketing. Therefore, she possesses the skills necessary to make this into a marketing campaign. That is the point that these people are making. And in typical Tiffany fashion, dodging and diverting attention, she's trying to say, I can't possibly be a marketing genius. I'm not even in marketing. I'm in real estate. Yeah, I don't think you understand the point here. Ugh. Like, people who think like this are infuriating because You cannot pin them down. Narcissists are like this. You cannot pin them down. It's like, no, I'm not there. I'm over here. I'm not there. I'm over here. You thought I was over here. I'm not over here. I'm over there.
Yeah,
Legit.
so
Yeah.
I literally don't. I've done marketing my whole career, promotional and e-commerce, but primarily now just real estate.
More pausing, more humming and hawing. She doesn't want to say something. She's obviously stopping herself from saying something that she doesn't want to get in trouble for, to get pinned down to. So what I find odd about this kind of a statement is that she's not in marketing anymore, even though it says on her website that she is. And it says in the Inside Edition interview that she is. So if she's not in marketing, but she is in marketing, and he says you're in marketing, how did that affect you? She didn't deny it. She is in marketing to some extent, and she says my primary source of income is real estate, as if it's an excuse to get her off the hook for being a marketing genius. So if you remember from my very first video on Tiffany Gomas, I looked into her marketing career, and she allegedly briefly worked at this company till 2016, I think it was, for about a year-ish, and she was called a rising star. She was that good. Then she left to start her own company, so say 2017-ish, maybe, and now it's 2023. So how long was she operating this company for? When the website is still active, the website's still up, she says she still has a marketing business. Those kind of clients are hard to get as an independent marketer. And I speak from experience. I worked in advertising for 7 years. If you have the clients of the caliber that she has listed on her website, you don't walk away from that. I'm not buying that she abandoned a company that was so lucrative that she could afford to buy property and just left it behind. And yet I am also not buying that she's just sort of downgraded it because it's not really her primary source of income. Real estate investment is. Okay, so if she still runs this marketing company, which I don't think even exists, that's a full-time career. You do not have time to do anything else. So real estate investment may be a possibility. She may have money invested in real estate, but other people would probably manage it. She would just hand the money over, go and look at the properties, maybe deal with something from time to time, but it's not a full-time job. The marketing company would be a full-time job. It seems like a small-ish kind of company, so it's not a one-man show. She would have to have employees, or she would have to have a lot of connections in order to farm out all those responsibilities. Regardless, a company that is that lucrative, you cannot downgrade to say that that's not your primary source of income, so I'm not really in it, because you would be spending all of your time on that business. So this doesn't ring true for me. Either, she's leaving out details that would clarify what's going on in her business, or it's a total fabrication.
Yeah.
There's certain things I can't field it all, because it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually have a full-time job, so I can't spend my whole time on social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
The main point in this segment is she says she has a full-time job, so she can't spend all her time on social media. Not buying that either. The reason I'm not buying it is because she's spending a lot of time with posing for photo shoots and attending events, making sure she's taking pictures that are well-crafted pictures with coded messages, sharing that online. Now she's doing the media junket, which takes a lot of time. And if she only works by herself, she has these 2 companies and she's dealing with all this stress from this thing. She's fielding interview requests. She has built a website that's specifically for that, which was supposed to be about mental health. I don't know how it suddenly became a place for her to post fashionable photos of herself and, just be a funnel for interview requests. But that's what it is. So she's doing all of this. It's like a third source of income in a way, at least a third business. And she's positioned it in line with her other two businesses. So it does look like being a viral personality is becoming a third business. So she's giving it an equal amount of attention. And this full-time job thing, she doesn't run a marketing company. It doesn't exist. And this real estate thing, maybe she has real estate. Who knows? Who cares? What does it matter? She doesn't have a full-time job. She's spending an awful lot of time on her image and on this sort of stuff.
No, that's facts.
Hit or miss here and there. And people are like, she posted, like, her page is all over the place. It's the wildest shit. No, I'm just like a normal person.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I do post, like, random ass shit.
There's a little jump in logic here. She was initially talking about how she doesn't have time to field questions from the public about her social media posts, her pictures. And then she posts random stuff and she's like, well, no, kidding. I'm a normal person. Again, trying to convince us that she's a normal person. I don't think she posts random stuff. I think her posts are very deliberate and crafted and coded. And most of the photos that she posted after coming out again on social media has been these professional photographs.
So
I have a few rentals, have an office building.
I only included this because she mentioned she has a few rentals in an office building.
At this point, it's funny. Like, it is funny. It's not funny what the passengers had to go through at all. But me and the outlandish shit I said was absolutely funny.
right.
And, I mean, what are you going to do with it? Like,
Yeah.
It's a great attitude.
Like, lean into it. It is what it is. I own it. Like, it's embarrassing. My very worst moment caught on camera. But
She makes another logical leap again. She just finished talking about how she's just a normal person and posts random stuff on social media and then jumps right to it's funny. She says it's not funny what the people on the plane had to go through. Okay, how about, spending a little time on that? How about addressing that a little bit? Instead, your entire focus is on your moment and that MFer's not real. Yeah, and now you say that you're owning it. You're not owning it. You're owning the fact that you embarrassed yourself. And now I think you're embarrassing yourself further. You're making it worse. This is just my opinion. This is just my opinion, my impression of what I see from your public behavior. As somebody receiving your verbal diarrhea, you're not clearing anything up. And you want us to pay attention to you, otherwise you wouldn't be on the media. You want us to listen to your story, and you want us to give credibility to your story. I'm not giving you any credibility because there's nothing credible about your story. If you want people to believe you, you have to be clear, you have to be sincere and remorseful for what you actually did and own that. Not own, hey, I made a fool of myself. So, and this is just if you are actually a genuine person and not, CIA.
Like joking about it and being like it's funny will make it go away faster than anything.
Well, and like humor is what's gotten me through this whole thing. Like the first 8 weeks really were brutal.
I'm trying very hard to see it from your perspective because I agree with you. Yes, humor does help you get through hard times. But humor in the right way, in a respectful way. You're not really showing a tremendous amount of respect for the people who you inconvenienced on the plane over nothing. You're not really showing a tremendous amount of respect for all of the people who've paid attention to your story by going on talking to these clowns who are trying to diminish your experience into just a moment that is on display for horny men on the internet. So, yeah, I understand that humor does get you through tough times. but privately, going out and mocking people who take interest in your story, going out there and making fun of your crazy moment on a plane, and not taking full accountability for the serious things you said about the plane going down, that's not funny. You acknowledge, barely, that it's not funny what happened to the people on the plane and how that affected them. The way you're handling this is not funny. You have a very warped perspective of what's funny.
And, you know, like I said, there's not a playbook for it. So it's like, how do you deal with it? How do you survive it? Like,
Yeah, there's no playbook, but she did have people giving her advice. A lot of people. Surely somebody among them must have had some common sense and said, hey, you know, maybe you should say. But clearly not. Or if they did, you didn't listen to them. But here we are. Yeah, there's no playbook. And how do you handle this sort of stuff? I get it. You know, it's embarrassing and it's traumatizing for a little while because you're terrified to face it. Sure, and you can deal with that through humor privately. But I do think that the serious part of it is being overlooked. And I think that you needed to own that, not the, oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed.
that's a different ballgame.
Yeah.
Like, media's mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
And they
I had,
they don't post real facts. Well,
Yeah.
the tabloid bullshit.
Yeah, the media is mean. And so are people on the internet. And, you know, a lot of people in the world are mean. But when the media is mean, you get the opportunity to read it. And when people on social media are mean directly to you, you also get the opportunity to read it. You don't get to hear or interact with people who are mean, who don't actually express it to you face to face. So the benefit of that opportunity is you know exactly what they're thinking and what they're saying about you. And if it's lies, then you have the opportunity to clear them up. But you chose not to. And it's very simple. And yet here you are, 4 months later, still choosing not to. This is what is confounding to people. And that's why people are mean, because it's infuriating having to listen to you drag this out and have no answers and continue to dodge the questions.
yeah, it seems like you've got a good support group around you. You got
I
friends.
have like the best of friends.
Yeah.
Like, why did my name not get released? Because my friends are loyal.
That's
She says that she has the best loyal friends. And later she says they didn't even ask her what she saw. I don't believe that either. But I can understand if you're going through a hard time and your friends are people who are more concerned with your well-being and your mental health. Their concern is going to be more about, are you okay? Is there anything I can do? Don't come out until you're ready to say something. You don't owe them anything. You just keep living your life, you know, that kind of talk. But what she needed was someone to say, listen, you got a serious issue here. You might want to talk to some professional people who are used to handling this sort of thing. She did mention that she doesn't work in crisis management. She's aware of the existence of crisis management, yet with her millions of dollars, she didn't think to contact somebody who works in crisis management to help her. I understand too that for the first little while she might be in shock, not knowing what to do, terrified if she's legit. But after a while, the clear thinking starts to come back. You're not as anxious, you're not as scared, you're not as upset. So then you would have the opportunity to think, okay, so how do I handle this? Is there someone I can talk to or get help from? You know, she was aware of crisis management, but maybe it didn't come to her until recently. Maybe she recently got someone in crisis management to help her. Maybe all this is a result of their craptacular advice. She did mention that somebody saw her picture on her mother's Facebook page, and that was the first person who saw it. Didn't mention who that was, and that came out when, like, What kept all the acquaintances quiet? Why didn't they come forward? Or did they? Who told the Daily Mail? How did they find out? I mean, if she had no trace of herself on the internet at all, she literally could have disappeared. But somebody found her through her mom's Facebook page. I'm not buying that because of the number of people who said that it doesn't look like her. So if her video from the plane looks nothing like a photograph of her from 12 years ago, how is it possible that the computer matched them up? How is it possible? Doesn't look like her. I mean, even her closest friends said, I could tell it was you by your mannerisms, not by what she looked like. I think she had no social media presence before. Either that or she, had social media, but she has a team of people. Somebody erased her social media presence professionally and then put her back on again. And you know who can do that? CIA. Because they own Google. I have a video documenting all the links from Google to CIA to Israeli intelligence.
And all my friends, there's everybody else like, what'd you see? What'd you see? Not one of my friends asked that. Every single one of my friends was like, how are you?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's just, I have
That
badass people in my corner.
I don't know. I think I'd kind of want to know what happened on the plane if it was my friend. So why didn't they ask, what did you see? Why didn't they ask what happened? Yeah, it's fine to say, be concerned with how she's doing. That's top priority too. But you would want to understand, well, what upset you so much? Why? What happened? What happened is usually a very common first response from people when they're talking to somebody in a crisis. It's natural.
Do you have to now go like in disguise on a plane, or have you ever fucked with people and you wear the old outfit and you step on? And
No.
like,
So
oh
what
my
was
God.
so funny is everyone thought I wore the same exact outfit.
I don't know why they're asking this question. I thought we established already that she doesn't look anything like the woman on the plane. And early in the interview, she said, I'm glad people don't think it's me. So if people don't think it's her, why would she need to go in disguise anywhere? I mean, we're sitting here watching her do this interview. She's claiming to be the plane lady, but there are still people in the comments saying that's not the plane lady. Why would she need to go in disguise? All she needs to do is wear makeup and put her hair down, wear a different outfit. Then she's disguised because it's not the same woman. But he's asking, do you need to go in disguise? And her response is no. Her response is no, I don't need to go in disguise. Okay, backtrack. Very first day, she has her little explosive moment. Oh my gosh, Mom, I'm going to go viral. She gets home, she puts on the same outfit, goes back to the airport, expecting that it's going to go viral any minute. She's been looking at her phone like a crazy person. Oh my gosh, when is this thing going to go viral? Wearing the same outfit. Gets to Florida. Oh my gosh, Mom, I'm wearing the same outfit. Do you have anything like a hat? I know I was in the airport and I totally ignored all of the shops and everything. And I know I have a hat like pinned to my purse and I totally forgot that was there. But like, Mom, do you have a hat I can wear? Sunglasses, anything. I know I have a pair of like $400 designer sunglasses in my $1,000 purse, but do you have anything I can wear to disguise myself? No? Okay. I can't even get into my bag. I can't get into my bag to change because it got checked onto the cruise. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm panicking here. Okay. Fast forward to the 6th of July. Oh, people are finding out. I've been all over the news. Oh my God, this is worse than I thought. I not only went viral, but now the news is talking about me. Oh no. All these people are texting me, even though I deleted all my social media. All these people who know me, they're texting me. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm not going to respond to them. I'll just ignore it. It'll go away. I just want to hide. Oh, we could tell it was you because of your mannerisms. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It wasn't me anyway. It wasn't me. So, oh no, somebody found me. It's an old picture from 12 years ago on my mom's Facebook page. Mom, how dare you? How dare you? Take that down. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. It's my fault. I'm the crazy one. Oh my gosh, Daily Mail's put out an article about me and they're calling me batshit crazy because I saw a not real person. Don't they know that's a figure of speech? What are they saying? Why are they saying this about me? How can they say this about... Oh, I was kind of crazy on the plane, wasn't I? Maybe I should watch it again. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. How did I react like that? You really need to chill, girl. No, dude, you need to chill. You're really out there. What am I doing on a cruise? It's probably the best thing for my mental health. Yeah, I think this is the best thing for my mental health. What do you think? I need some advice. What do you guys think? What should I do? Oh my gosh, I got too many voices coming at me. Everybody's got an opinion. What do I want? What do I want? I just want to hide. I want to lay low and chill. I'm going to hide in my home when I get home, and I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to go out forever and ever and ever. I got to go out. I run a business. What's my business in? My business is in marketing. No, my business is in real estate investment. That's right. Nobody knows I run a real estate business, right? Okay. My business is in real estate. I don't run a marketing business. I'm not a marketing guru. I'm not a marketing genius. I don't know. I didn't plan this. No, I did not. Look at all these people on social media now that I've reactivated my accounts. Look at them. They're everywhere. And they're asking me, what did I see? What did I see? And I didn't see anything. What do I say? I can't say anything because I didn't see anything. I should just be quiet. I don't want to say anything. And now I got to see a lawyer because I'm being sued. I'm being sued by the man on the plane. It's not real. Why did I ever say that? Oh my gosh, I have so much anxiety. I think I'm going to go on a trip. I should go on a trip. I need another trip because it'd be really good for my mental well-being, my mental health. So I'm going to go fly somewhere and I'm going to wear my lazy fit because, I can't even think about what I want to wear anymore because I just automatically wear my lazy fit. It doesn't really matter. So, yeah, I'm going to fly. I'm kind of, no, not paranoid to fly. Doesn't really matter. Nobody knows me. Nobody recognizes me. I don't even have to change. I don't even have to wear a disguise because nobody thinks it's me. Thank God nobody thinks it's me. So I can just go to the airport dressed the same way and nobody thinks it's me. Okay, this is really a relief. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm just going to fly under the radar. Nobody really cares. Look, nobody cares. Look at me. I'm flying and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Oh my gosh, it's TMZ. They found me. What am I going to say? They're going to ask me what I saw and I didn't see anything. I can't tell them I didn't see anything. It's really embarrassing. That's more embarrassing than what I did on the plane and I should just hide. I shouldn't say anything because that's really embarrassing and I don't want to embarrass myself anymore because I'm trying to improve my image after the apology video. Oh yeah, I put out the apology video because I really, really felt bad for all of the people on the plane that I upset and I had that hissy fit. Oh, that's so embarrassing. But really, I don't know. Should I tell them? No. Okay, that interview didn't go so badly. They asked me what I saw and I dodged the question. I'm really good at dodging. Oh my gosh, am I ever good at dodging? You're such a good marketing person. I'm not a marketing genius. No, I'm not. I'm in real estate investment and that's what I'm in. I'm in real estate investment. Oh, what's going on? Oh no, it's resurfaced. People are still talking about me. How come people are still talking about me? People doxed me? What? Daily Mail doxed me? They told people where I live? How dare they? Oh, look at that picture of me outside my home. I look really hot. Oh my gosh, look at all the comments. All the men, they think I'm really hot. Wow. That's kind of flattering. I kind of like it. Is it bad that I like it? Is it bad that I like all the attention? Oh my God. Look at all the people. Look at all the people I have on my social media all of a sudden. Is this because the Daily Mail doxed me? Is it because of the hot pictures of myself when I went to the gym standing outside my house? Probably. Maybe I should do that more. I know. I'm going to hire a professional photographer and take some more sexy pictures of me. Do you know what? There are crazy men on the internet who like feet. If I post my naked feet on the internet, I'll get a lot more followers. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. Hello, photographer. Can you come over? Excellent. Okay, we're going to pose in my empty kitchen where I never cook. And you're going to take a picture of me and I'm going to have my feet bare. And yeah, so sound good? okay, I'm going to look really, really hot. I'm going to make sure my hair is down so I don't really look like the plain lady and people will think I don't look alike. So we're just going to do that. And then I'm going to post them on social media with some really cryptic subtitles. So I think that this is a really good plan. And I'm just going to make fun of it. You know what? I think this is good. I think this is a good plan. I'm just going to own it. I'm going to own it. I'm going to own being the crazy plain lady. I think that's really good. You know, laugh at myself. People like that, right? That's really good. You know, my brand logo is we make people look good. And I think that's going to make me look good. So I'm just going to laugh at it. I'm going to make fun of myself. And yeah, let's just like hopefully make it all blow over and nobody will care anymore. Okay, so I have some people from the media asking for interviews. I think we're going to start taking them up on that because people want to know what I saw. I didn't see anything, so they don't really need to know that I didn't see anything. But as long as I can keep this going, then I'm relevant. So I really like seeing the numbers go up on my social media. I like all the likes and I like all the new subscribes and I like all of the questions and the, oh girl, you're so hot comments from all the creepy guys on the internet. I'm really going to play that up, I think, because I like those kinds of comments. So, oh, look, my friends, they have a podcast. Hey, can I come on your podcast and talk about what happened to me on the plane but not actually say anything? How does that sound? Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, cool. I can come over anytime because I don't really have a job, but I kind of do. And I'm at least pretending that I do. So, you know, whenever's good for you. Okay, how about now? Sounds great. I'll be right over. Okay, but we're in this state over here and you're in that state over there. So it requires flying. Yeah, that's no problem. I've flown before. When I was caught by TMZ, I had already flown a lot, so it's not a big deal. So I don't mind flying, and I don't have to wear a disguise. So I'll see you in a bit, okay? Bye. And here we are.
Like when TMZ did their thing. No, I was not in the same exact outfit, actually. I had a brown tank top on. My wardrobe is basically black and brown.
This deflection is just like her I'm not in marketing deflection. I wasn't wearing the same outfit. I was wearing a black tank top, and then that day I was wearing a brown one. Oh my God. I'm sorry that they're similar, but if you can't tell that I look completely different, I don't know what to tell you. But like, I was wearing khaki baggy pants. Of course, you couldn't see them because they were off camera, but that totally made me look completely different. You need to get your eyes checked if you think I look the same. Hello, girl. Like, listen. Your hair was in your lazy fit style. It looked identical. Yeah, you had makeup on and you wore the same type of tank top. Black or brown, doesn't matter. Same type of tank top. The whole point is, the whole point of the argument isn't that you were wearing the identical outfit. It's that you had the identical look, your lazy fit. And you also weren't in disguise. You weren't wearing a hat. You didn't have your hairstyle differently. Maybe color your hair. Maybe, you know, wear something baggy and throw it over yourself like you look like some homeless person. Throw on a wig, something. Anything.
Guys aren't good with details.
No.
Guys aren't good with details. Excuse me. Again with the guys. There's a lot of women watching this story, and women are good with details, and I know a lot of guys who are good with details, so do not generalize about your sex and insult your own sex by saying guys aren't good with details. That's bullshit. Plus, guys are not the only ones watching her. Also, that has nothing to do with the fact that she looks identical in the same outfit to the outfit she wore on the plane. God.
But what they didn't see is I had some big old baggy cargo pants on.
Yeah.
I didn't have some tight jeans, and I sure as hell wasn't showing my midriff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's so right. Like, we did not see the one thing that made her look completely different. That would have changed everything. If we had seen her baggy cargo pants, we would have said, oh my gosh, like, who is that? Who is this? This is not the same woman. She doesn't look anything like the woman on the plane. And yet here we are saying she's dressed identically. So on both sides, we're getting it. We're telling her that she's dressed identically to the plain lady, yet she still looks like a completely different person. So we're being told not only does she not look like the plain lady, but she does look like the plain lady. She wasn't dressed identically when she was dressed identically. Like, I mean, what? If you're not confused about your own reality, they're trying really hard to confuse us about what's real and what's not.
Did TMZ just find you? Like, were you expecting them, or were you just like, why the fuck are these people?
I think they chill out at the airport. Like,
Oh, okay.
It's not. I mean, it's LAX. Like,
Yeah.
and that wasn't my first flight.
She doesn't quite answer the question. This guy, he asks very pointed questions. Did TMZ just find you, or, were they at the airport? What did you call them? What? She says, I think they chill at the airport. During the Johnny Depp trial, I can't remember his name now, but he testified. He used to work for TMZ, and he testified that most of the time TMZ gets calls or emails to notify them of an appearance of a celebrity somewhere. So I'm not buying that TMZ just found her at the airport. First of all, like I said before, if people don't think it's her and she's not recognizable, then TMZ wouldn't have just found her at the airport anyway. If she does look like the woman on the plane because she's wearing the same outfit, then why was she trying so hard just now to convince us that she looks so different because her pants are different? So, fucking hell. Yeah, TMZ doesn't just hang out at the airport, especially for people who are, her. Anyway, the other part of this was not her first flight. I don't know how that's connected to TMZ being at the airport. Again, leap in logic, making connections that she's got stuff going on in her head that's making her leap in logic and flow from one thought to the other. But this, I don't know how this not being her first flight is connected to TMZ. But for her, somehow it is.
I'd been on multiple others before that.
And then you
No, I wasn't connecting there. That was a different trip. Like, I had already been to Sedona, Belize, and then LA.
So by the time TMZ found her, which was at the end of August, she had already flown multiple times. So how come they didn't ask her about her flying experience since then? If there have been 450 million views of this video and she's that famous that she has to worry about coming out of her house, and it's so bad that she's got to do the media junket because people aren't leaving her alone. Why is it that she can travel without disguising herself? Why is it that she's been able to travel before TMZ spotted her, with no disguise and no worries, and people aren't harassing her? So she's traveling unrecognized, doesn't need to wear a disguise, and yet somehow TMZ found her and knew that it was her. Doubt it. I think TMZ was tipped off. And if you were concerned, you could easily just say, look, I don't want to talk to the media. She didn't say that. She has nothing to say, and yet she still talked to the media. Oh my gosh. I've been rambling on. This is such a convoluted mess. I gotta collect my thoughts and come back to this. I know everyone has their own opinions about what happened, whether she saw something or not, whether she's a crisis actor or not, she's CIA or not, she's legit or not. And there's people who don't care. There's people who think she's hot, don't care. This is my video. This is what I think. Based on what I've seen so far, and this particular video especially, it's coming across as either she's mentally ill, she's leaving out a lot of pertinent details, and she's very bad at communicating, or third option, she's CIA and she's been told to dodge every question and all of it's made up, so it's all just a pile of nonsense anyway. And this interview in particular is designed to gaslight and to make the audience, the viewer, the person who is interested in the story, look like the crazy one, not her. And the thing that is very interesting about this, which I will get to later, is that this is not in isolation. Megyn Kelly put out a video with very much the same tone. Why would these people want to mess with us about our sanity, about our state of mind? Her whole campaign when she came out first was all about mental health. She's mentioned mental health in this video. The number of times these people mentioned the word crazy is about the same as the number of times Tiffany Gomas dodged the question. So there's a very clear agenda to push mental illness and crazy for thinking she saw something, crazy for being interested in her story because you think she saw something, which is tied to Alien, the not reals. You know, the whole story that is tying people to this is about the not reals. What did you see? What did you see? I saw nothing. I didn't see anything. You're crazy for thinking I saw something. Don't you know it's a figure of speech? And about the same time, there was a lot of buzz around aliens. And Barbie came out. Barbie means alien. So to think that she saw a not real person makes you crazy. This has divided people in their opinions on what she saw, what she didn't see, whether she's crazy, drunk, or she really saw something and she's being silenced. You know, like, personally, it doesn't matter. From my perspective, it doesn't matter. Some of my viewers get annoyed with me when I say that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she is a plant. It doesn't matter if she's an actor. It doesn't matter if she's a crisis actor, CIA, real person. None of that matters. It might matter to you, but, you know, if you're coming onto my channel and you want to know what I think, I'm telling you it doesn't matter, because what I prefer to focus on is the psychological tactics behind it, the agenda pushing behind it, and the story that lies underneath it. Bottom line, in this particular interview, I think they're gaslighting. They're trying to confuse and mess with your perception of reality. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to do this in another video. This video is getting way too long. There's more stuff I want to cover, and I will talk about this once I've covered all that other stuff. And if I don't get this out soon, I won't get it out. So I'm gonna leave it here, and I will pick it up later on. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great night. Bye for now.